What's up? It's EasyJ808. Today we are doing a deck profile of my Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. It was my very first competitive deck and one of my most favorites. So, let's get right into it. First things first, of course, 3 Blue Eyes. There we go. That's going to be the staple monster of your deck. Of course, you know, it being a Blue Eyes White Dragon deck. Kind of goes without saying, but I like having the multiple different artworks or rarities in there just to keep it interesting. Next, you're going to run 3 Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragons. So with the Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, it cannot be normal summon / set. Must first be special summoned from your hand by revealing a Blue Eyes White Dragon monster in your hand. And then you can special summon it to the field. Once per turn, you can target one monster that your opponent controls, and you can destroy that target. But if you do, you cannot make an attack for that turn. It is a once per turn as well for the summoning. Next, you're going to do 3 White Stone of Ancients. So once per turn with that card, if it's in your graveyard during the end phase, because it was sent there that turn, you can special summon 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck. And another effect that it has is you can banish this card from your graveyard and target 1 Blue Eyes monster in your graveyard, add it to your hand. That one you can only do once per turn as well. Next, you're going to run 3 King of the Swamp. So King of the Swamp, it's going to act like a substitute for one of the fusion materials that you need for your extra deck. And you can also, another effect that it has, you can discard that card to the graveyard and add 1 polymerization from your deck to your hand. So if you already have your poly, you can use it as a material. If you don't already have your poly, well, there you go. Discard it to the graveyard, get your poly. Then you're going to do 2 Keeper the Dragon Magic. So with Keeper the Dragon Magic, if this card is normal or special summoned, you can discard 1 card. Add 1 polymerization normal spell card or 1 fusion normal spell card from your deck to your hand. You can reveal 1 fusion monster in your extra deck and special summon 1 of the fusion materials whose name is specifically listed on that monster from your graveyard in a face down defense position. So it's great for getting your Blue Eyes out. Yeah, unfortunately, it's going to be in a face-down defense position, but at least you have it on the field. And Blue Eyes still does have a 2500 defense. And then you're going to do 1 Dragon Spirit of White. It's always treated as a Blue Eyes, which is awesome. This card is treated as a normal monster while in the hand or graveyard. When this card is normal or special summoned, you can target 1 spell or trap card your opponent controls, banish it. During either player's turn, if your opponent controls a monster, you can tribute this card and special summon 1 Blue Eyes from your hand. So it's great for getting your Blue Eyes out. It's also great for popping one of your opponent's back rows. Then you're going to do 1 White Stone of Legend. When the card is sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Blue Eyes monster from your deck to your hand. And 1 Maiden with Eyes of Blue. When this card is targeted for an attack, you can negate the attack, and if you do, it changes battle position. So if it gets targeted for an attack, you can switch it to defense. Then you can special summon 1 Blue Eyes White Dragon from your hand, deck, or graveyard. During either player's turn, when a card or effect is activated that targets this face-up card, you can special summon 1 Blue Eyes monster from your hand, deck, or graveyard. So it has 2 different summonings. You can only use 1 of its effects, though, once per turn. And that is it for the monsters. Now we're going to go on to the spells. So you're going to run 3 Polymerization for your fusions, 3 Trade-ins for some draw power, because a lot of, sorry, when I hit the desk it shakes there, that's my bad. For your draw power, it gets you draw 2 for any of your level 8 monsters. You just pitch them to the graveyard. Then you run 3 Return of the Dragon Lords. Target 1 level 7 or level 8 dragon type monster in your graveyard and special summon it. If a dragon type monster you control would be destroyed by battle or a card effect, you can banish this card from your graveyard instead. So it's a summoning, and you can banish it to stop your target from, or I'm sorry, your monster from getting destroyed. 3 Melody of the Awakening Dragon. That's going to let you discard 1 card and add up to 2 dragon type monsters with 3,000 or more attack or 2,500 or less defense from your deck to your hand. So you can add one of your blue eyes and one of your blue eyes alternative. That way you can special summon one of your blue eyes alternative. And the one that you're going to want to discard is going to be either your White Stone of Ancients or your White Stone of Legends. You're going to do 2 Silver's Cries. Or Silver's Cry, sorry. Target 1 dragon normal monster in your graveyard, special summon that target. You can only activate 1 per turn. So that's great for getting your blue eyes back out. You're going to do 1 for 1. Send 1 monster from your hand to the graveyard, special summon 1 level 1 monster from your hand or deck. The monster that you're going to want to special summon is going to be your Maiden. 1 Heartbeast Feather Duster for your opponent's back row. 1 card of Consonance to discard 1 dragon type tuner monster with 1,000 or less attack, then draw 2 cards. The card that you're going to discard is actually on the card itself, either Stone of Legends or Stone of Ancients. 1 Raigeki to destroy your opponent's monsters. 1 Dragon's Mirror, which lets you remove from play the fusion material that you need to bring out your extra deck monsters. 1 Called by the Grave. 1 Monster Reborn. And 1 Foolish Burial to send 1 monster from your deck to your graveyard. Also, you're going to run 1 Trap card, which is going to be the Ultimate Creature Destruction. It targets 1 Blue Eyes monster you control, and this turn, that face-up monster is unaffected by card effects except its own. It cannot be destroyed by battle. Also, any opponent's monster it battles is destroyed at the end of the damage step. While this card is in your graveyard, if you normal summon a Blue Eyes White Dragon, you can set this card, but banish it when it leaves the field. So you can use it twice, and it's perfect for getting over monsters that you just can't get over on your opponent's side. And that is it for Magic and Trap. I'm sorry, Spell and Trap. Next is Extra Deck. I'm going to do 2 or 3, up to you. Blue Eyes Alternative Ultimate Dragon. This is going to be the monster that you fusion into the most. You need 3 Blue Eyes White Dragons, but if you use a Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon, its effect gets upgraded. So if you use 3 Blue Eyes, your opponent cannot target or destroy this card with card effects. Once per turn, you can target 1 card your opponent controls and destroy it. But if you use Blue Eyes Alternative White Dragon as a material, you can target up to 3 cards your opponent controls and destroy those instead. However, when you do that, you cannot attack for that turn. Then you do 1 Blue Eyes Ultimate Dragon, just because it's a classic and it's fun to use. And then for extra support, I don't really bring these ones out as much, but Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon and Azor Eyes Silver Dragon. So with Blue Eyes Spirit Dragon, neither player can special summon 2 or more monsters at the same time. Once per turn during either player's turn, when an effect of a card in the graveyard is activated, you can negate that activation. During either player's turn, you contribute this synchro summoned card and special summon 1 light dragon type synchro monster from your extra deck in defense position except Blue Eyes Dragon Spirit, but destroy it during the end phase of this turn. So you basically use this card to get this card out. And this card, when it's special summoned, dragon type monsters you currently control cannot be targeted or destroyed by card effects until the end of the next turn. Once per turn during your standby phase, you can target one normal monster in your graveyard and special summon that target. So basically use Spirit to get out Silver and target one normal monster in your graveyard, being Blue Eyes, special summon it. And then I do run one Red Eyes Flare Metal just to do the burn damage, because it does inflict 500 points of damage to your opponent immediately after your opponent activates a card or effect, which, you know, it can help in those needy times. And that is going to be the entirety of the Blue Eyes White Dragon deck that I use. You know, it's fun. I really like it. I do go back to it from time to time just because it is a proven deck. It's really fun. I mean, there's not much else you can really say about it. It's Blue Eyes White Dragon. This legendary dragon is a powerful engine of destruction, virtually invincible. Very few have faced this awesome creature and lived to tell the tale. I hope you guys enjoyed, and thank you for watching.